This is a warning to planet Earth. If the world continues to ignore the plight of targeted individuals on government gang-stalking programs globally, you will soon be living under a totalitarian regime. Martial law will be mandated as more and more false flags are used to terrorize the population into submission at your expense, at the expense of your human rights and your freedoms. As targeted individuals, we are the New World Order's human guinea pigs. We are being used to study mind control, ELF weaponry, voice-to-skull technology, remote neural monitoring, psych ops, and the list goes on. These are all tools of control being used on test subjects from various social economic backgrounds. We are test subjects, guinea pigs. This system is put in place so that it can eventually be mandated as it is perfected for the entire world. You cannot romanticize about the apocalypse and think that as cities burn, you will find a forest paradise. Think again. There will be nowhere to hide if you don't stand up now and take the power back. They cannot target the entire world. And if you're on the wrong side of this and you are participating in a government gang stalking program, know that you are selling out humanity to the 1% elitist ruling class. Your rewards are temporary and fleeting. Your forefathers were brave enough to fight against the psychopathic control grid. They did not turn their back on injustice. Many gave their lives. You have been conditioned in an illusion of safety in a climate of temporary quick fixes, fast food, entertainment, a safety that is an illusion, a safety that is a distraction. Kill your television. Think for yourself. Petition your local politicians, and if they won't listen, remove them from office. Invest your life in what matters, humanity, not selfish gain and personal security. You must stand up and fight. Fight for your children, for your grandchildren, for the generations to come. Fight for planet Earth. They want you to believe they've already won, and we are in too deep. There is nothing now that can be done. They gaslight humanity with their fear-mongering. They've infiltrated our schools, our places of worship, our government, and in some sad cases, our families. In the world, targeted individuals are watch-listed and known as public enemies. But many of us have been activists. Many of us have been those that were truthers, that stood outside the box. Many of us have been targeted by corrupt law enforcement and politicians, targeted by elitists for revenge. We are not who they say we are. Part of the program of COINTELPRO, the program we are on that has morphed with the advancement of technology, is based on smearing and isolating the individual. In most cases, they have isolated those that they think would have the loudest voice, would fight for resistance, would stand for integrity, would be true patriots. We are your targeted individuals. It's time to take the power back. Do not let the psychopaths fool you for a second. The time is now. The hour is late, but it's not too late. The globalists have not won. The Luciferians have not won. Jesus Christ is on the throne. Rise up, people. Rise up. It's yours to take. The government was always intended to work for the people, not the people for the government. Every day we watch more and more of our personal rights and freedoms being taken away. This is not the world you want to live in. This is not the world I want to live in, where we are monitored and watched and controlled 24 hours a day. This is not the world that God intended. This is not the world that the humanists intended. The time is now. The hour is not too late. Use what you have. The greatest tool you have is your will. The greatest strength you have is your resistance. We are the resistance.